Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for CGIML19. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Schwartz. Forced out to his left. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing on first down. Schwartz. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third down, Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The first carry now. This is Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff, Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, Schwartz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Schwartz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Schwartz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over them. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
A first down carry by Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The give is to Elliott. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
On first down, Schwartz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Watching now, Barney! Barney! Watching now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
They'll give to Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot!
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the first play will be a field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set. Green 39. Green 30.
They'll set up a throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Set. 319.
Off the play fake. Schwartz out to his left. Now he'll square up, and I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On third down, Schwartz Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taco Charlton able to drop him for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd year.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Able to shake him off. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down. Schwartz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Schwartz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out now come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Schwartz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. Able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on second down. Schwartz going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First down, Schwartz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw on second down, Schwartz. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Looking to throw. Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, it's McKenzie. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, we're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw on second down. Schwartz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Schwartz. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on second down. Schwartz. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
On 3rd and 2, Schwartz. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point.
Blue 90.
Back to throw. Schwartz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Johnson. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down. Schwartz. And this is going to be incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off-play action. Schwartz. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back now in Miami. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schwartz eluding the pressure right. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Schwartz. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to the air on second down. Schwartz over the middle, complete. It's Barrett. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Down right around the 25. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, Schwartz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Lucky 56.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Schwartz being chased out left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Schwartz. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it with Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they
don't
practice
they?
it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Dolphins, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.